in that final spot here, okay? So I love you so much, Leo. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's see what they want Leo to know, okay? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the Most High that wish to see this Leo collective walk their highest path possible. What do they need to know here? Actually, Leo, before we get into this, we need to do one thing. I did forget. I do apologize, Leo. So let's see. We got to get an overall card here. So we're going to use the Owl Tarot deck and see energetically what the overall energy is here for this reading for Leo and what they need to know. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the Most High. Chariot and the World. Looks like there might be a closing of a cycle here, Leo. Chariot, Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. It's heavy. One more shuffle here, Leo. Alright, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, give me one card here that is significant for this energy, for this entire spread for Leo. What does Leo need to know? Looks like it is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is no longer analyzing something, no longer in deep thought about something, and that may be a love blessing. Ace of Cups, you notice how it's all dried up. You know, there's no water in that cup, Leo. So maybe no longer analyzing a dried up cup is what the energy is here for Leo. So now let's see here, Leo. No longer analyzing. This could be also, fast paced, doing something very rapid. Knight of Pentacles in the upright is slowing down. Slow and steady wins the race. In the reverse, it's the exact opposite. So let that be a confirmation. Let's see here energetically. What does Leo need to know here? The desert wanted to pop out, hit me in the chest with the shaman. I feel like we got that energy type in the last Leo reading. Let's see. Show me the cards that I need to see. All 12 placements here going from the bottom. Show me the cards that I need to see. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of Leo. What do they need to know energetically? Show me the cards that I need to see. Oops. One more shuffle. Leo. In the first position for Aries energy for self is the Starborn. How appropriate. The Starborn energy here for Leo. I mean, just think about it. You are here to bring, forth this change, this humanity shift in the frequency. The next position we have the Mystic with the Taurus energy, the stability. This is resources, right? So Mystic energy. The third energy is Gemini. This is with the empty room. Sorry, they're stuck together. The empty room. The Cancer energy, fourth house foundation is the Aletheia. The fifth energy with the creativity is the Stone. The sixth energy, which is Virgo energy, is coming out with the Tear. The seventh position, when it comes to relationships, is coming out with the Animal. The eighth positions, which is Scorpio energy, which has a lot to do with transformation and depth, is the Poet. The ninth energy, which is Sagittarius, has a lot to do with expansion and beliefs, which is the Mask, coming out with Sagittarius energy. The 10th position, which is Capricorn energy, this is a lot to do with goals, career, legacy. This is the Prayer with Capricorn energy. In the Aquarius energy, which is the shadow, the community, is the Bardo that's coming out with Aquarius. And then the last position, which is Pisces, which is the subconscious, which is the spirituality part of it, right, is the Judge. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the fault line with the Kratos. What's behind the fault line? Let's see. The dead end. So it was a dead end here. Fault line with the love blessing. That may have led to a dead end because there's no communication because the room is empty. And it may have been some sort of form of disappointment, whether it been in the past or this is present energy for Leo. But they're wanting you to get your creativity concrete, whoever you are, Leo. I mean, this is your energy, fifth house. The stone, okay? This is something being solidified, something that's being concrete here. And what they're wanting you to transform is the poet energy. So being able to take that creativity and put it into motion, Leo. That's what they're looking for in the structure of the prayer, getting into prayer meditation, I feel. Through the spirituality, like I said, I feel like this Leo is a spiritual judge within this community. And there's someone that is very mystic, someone who uses the resources for stability. The shadow part of it though is this Bardo energy when it comes to Leo. And I feel like that's something that you're trying to work on, is not involving a whole lot of people within your spirituality, within your realm. This is the community. This is all the people that gathered around in a circle, right? And that's a shadow aspect. So everybody's there, whether they're karmic, not karmic, they're all there, you know, and that's kind of being highlighted here for you. The letter L could be very significant, just so you know. This could be somebody in here, maybe somebody within this group that they want to talk to you, Leo, about. Okay, so let's get some tarot here. Tarot Leaf Tarot. Again, angels, ancestors, spirit guides from the bottom. Show me the cards that I need to see for this Leo collective. And what the message that they need to know, what needs to be presented here energetically. 12 placements, 12 cards. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Show me the cards that I need to see for Leo. The star energy, Leo. So the star is coming out with the star born. That's Aries energy. Star, Aquarius, Starborn, Aries, act, healing, bringing forth the vibrational healing. Followed by the second position of the Magician coming out with the Mystic and Taurus energy. Manifesting your dreams into reality, Leo. With the resources, you have all the resources necessary, okay? And the third energy, the third house is Gemini. We are going with the empty room. And yes, this is Five of Pentacles. There is nobody in this room except for Leo. Leo's the only person in this room. The Emperor is coming out in the Aletheia Cancer energy. Home foundation. The Three of Swords is coming out in the creativity for Leo. Perhaps your broken heart has been a stone for your creativity, Leo. Let that be a confirmation. And that's why perhaps they're wanting you to maybe getting your heart broken is hardened in your heart, and it's making it made of stone. And that is blocking the flow of your creativity. because Leo's ruled a heart. So Leo has to open that heart space to have that creativity to flow. So that is the message for Leo, is to have that heart chakra flow. The sixth position for Virgo is the tier, Virgo energy, and I don't know why I was slamming the card like that. But there was a commercial on the TV. I do apologize. But yes, the Ten of Wands, the tier and Virgo energy with the Ten of Wands. It's heavy. Like I said, perhaps for you, perhaps for whoever they're wanting to talk to you about here. And maybe you have cried over maybe some sort of heaviness here, that you're bearing some sort of weight here that's no longer yours to bear. And through the Virgo energy, it's all about your health here. And that stress, that energy there, it's not yours to bear. So therefore, um, you shouldn't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't bear that weight. Put it on the cross. Give it to the divine. Within your relationships, we have the animal, which I feel has a lot to do with instinct, right? And we have the Knight of Cups here. And the Knight of Cups has a lot to do with trust, has a lot to do with having faith. So if I'm looking at this with the Libra energy, is having the intuition and, having the discernment on what to trust in regards to your relationships and who you involve with energetically, Leo. The eighth position is the Poet with the Scorpio energy and the Strength card, Leo energy. This is your energy. This is your strength, your own power, your own attainment. This is the transformation for you to be able to get on your throne, I feel. Leo, whoever you are, this is the fault line of the Ace of Cups. Ninth position is the Mass with the Sagittarius. This is the expansion of beliefs here, and this is coming out with the Three of Pentacles energy. The Three of Pentacles energy is an acknowledgement of a mask. So maybe you've seen someone's mask, you've seen somebody's true colors perhaps here, and that's what we're expanding on here. That's the evaluation of someone that is in your circle. The Devil energy is coming out with the prayer and the Capricorn. This is double Capricorn energy. The prayer, this is heaven and hell energy, okay? So you prayed for some sort of devil energy here. This could be a karmic couple. That's just the energy that I'm picking up on for Leo in the foundation of legacy and career and goals. So it's like Saturn energy is presenting the self because you prayed for this devil here. That's why the communication is coming through from the divine. And I mean, you have the magician and the devil here, so that is black magic. I mean, that's within what, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 cards. I mean, duh, 10 placements. Leo, 10. I'm sorry, but yeah, 10 cards. Within 10 cards, you have the magician and the devil. So yes, this is indeed. So that's second position to two. That's 2 and 10. So wherever your second house and your 10th house is, whatever energy is there. Okay, that's what I want you to highlight when it comes to this karmic that they're highlighting for you. In the 11th position is the Aquarius energy with the Bardo Leo. This is Ten of Pentacles. This is legacy. This is abundance. This is the shadow aspect of the community. So it's like Leo wants everybody to win. Leo wants everybody to be successful. But it's like this group is like very jealous and very envious of this Leo. I'm seeing it. And it's like collaborative community. It's in the shadow. These people collaborate and talk with each other. The Judge with the Page of Wands and Pisces energy. This is the initiation of judgment, I feel. And look, the Queen of Wands is on the bottom of the deck with the Death card. See what's on the bottom? Four of Swords, Judgment, yeah. This is the judgmental call of the Queen of Wands. This is Leo. Feminine energy, feminine fire sign. But yeah, this was you having to initiate this judgment now because of this type of energy. This, you prayed for this karmic type energy that's coming in or is in here. Whatever this is, okay? You may have met this person through work, Leo. Let that be a confirmation. That's why they're telling you to use your discernment on what to trust here and use your instincts. You know, if it doesn't feel good, it usually isn't, Leo, and they're wanting you to trust your instincts. That's the message here, okay? So now, Leo, we're going to get a little bit more tarot here. The starborn energy with the star and the Aries energy, okay? This is first self. What is this energy with the star? Six of Swords. It's about change. Excuse me, Leo. It's about change, Leo. The star energy, healing and change. The starborn. Remember who you are, is what I just heard. Queen of Wands. Remember who you are. That's the action. Strategically, they want you to be able to get a new perspective. Let's see. The Magician with the Mystic and Taurus energy. This is the resources. You have all the resources necessary to manifest your dreams into reality. What is this energy? Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's like if you want to manifest a love blessing, bring it in. It is yours to manifest through Venus energy, Taurus energy. Princess of Growth, Chariot, Hangman, getting a new perspective on where you're being divinely guided to go. Where is this empty room in the Five of Pentacles? Gemini energy, no communication. The room is completely empty here. What is this energy for Leo? Magician. Maybe what you manifested wasn't it, so that's why the room was empty. Strength card. Four of Cups, Eight of Discs. So the focus and mastery of the contract was ignored or delayed because of transformation. Transformational energy of the aspiration of a Queen of Discs behind the scenes. So there may have been a plan here behind the scenes from some form of feminine here to leave this left out in the cold. That's why Leo's in the room empty, but that's just what's being communicated. We'll see. Like I said, Leo, you have no time. Your angels, your ancestors are saying this weight's not yours to carry. So um, manifest what you're manifesting in. You know, you want this Ace of Cups, you can manifest it in. But when you manifest it in, you realize that the room was empty. And the reason why the room was empty is because the divine is letting you know that you're not here for that. Whoever you are. And it's heavy. Like I said, whenever I say the tear and the Ten of Wands, whenever I say that the energy is heavy, it's heavy collective. The moon, a lot of emotions in love. Two of Cups. And it's like whoever this Leo is manifested this love blessing, and whenever they showed up for the love blessing, the room was empty. And that may have what sparked the interest to go within for whoever this is. Seven, yeah, the unity, the delay of unity with whoever this is between you and them. That's why they're calling for the change of energy within self. Hope, faith, balance, renewal within self. Remember who you are. Leo. Fourth position, the Emperor here with the Aletheia and the Cancer energy. What is this energy here for Leo when it comes to this Emperor and Cancer energy? Six of Disc, well-being. It's all about that nostalgic type of soulmate evaluation here, I feel. Also, this well-being of health as well for this masculine. I do feel like it has a lot to do with him trying to level home. Okay, um, and this may be something that he's just wrapped up in. Whoever this masculine energy is, that well-being energy is all about like taking care of oneself, health, attainment, leveling out, communication with one's angels, and I feel like it's the well-being of the foundation. So maybe this person feels that the reason why they ignored it or left the room empty, right? This masculine that's on your mind, Leo, is for the foundational well-being of wherever they're at. That may be what's being communicated here. That's why they don't want you to think about it no more. That's why it's being communicated right now, like what exactly is going on. The fifth position is Leo energy. That's creativity. The stone and the three of swords. The heartbreak, keeping you stonewalled on your creativity. Yep, Empress. They want you to remember who you are, Leo. They no longer want you to be heartbroken. Okay? They don't want you to be heartbroken any longer. They want you to remember your own power. They want you to be able to get back into your creativity here. Queen of Wands energy on the bottom of the deck. Lovers, Gemini energy. Action, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands. Getting that new perspective on where you need to go strategically here to better understand where the path is going to unfold. Loving oneself so much so. The sixth position is the heavy energy with the tear in Virgo energy. Let's see. What is this energy for Leo? The delay. Seven of Pentacles. I mean, it's heavy, yeah. I think Leo understands that. I mean, we understand that it's heavy, and that's why it's such a heavy weight on Leo, is because of the delay. But that's why they want you to change the perspective. It's like they're wanting you to work on your legacy. Four of Swords, rest, recuperate, judgment on the lovers. Call judgment and move forward. No longer be in an emotional thought. Let the divine take care of it, is what is being communicated to the Leo today. And that may be what this is, what the prayer and the devil will see. But the seventh position is the Knight of Cups with the animal and the Libra energy, being able to trust and have that discernment and that instinct on your relationships and the people that you energetically interchange with. Let's see. What is this energy? That Three of Wands. So yes, this is the new perspective. The people that you're interacting with, the people that you call your friends. Strength card, Queen of, you need to start Albert Einsteining those connections. Eight position here, Scorpio energy with the Strength card and the Poet. What is this energy for Leo? What is this energy for Leo? Well, we got two. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse coming out with the Prince of Action. Okay, Leo. So they want you to drop the emotional regret and remember your own power. That's the transformation here. No longer be an emotional regret. That's what they want you to focus and master on and follow through with. Okay, Leo? The ninth position is the mask. This is the acknowledgement of the mask. This is expanding on some sort of energy here that you and your spirit team are talking about. Hangman in reverse, yeah. I feel like this is you gaining that new perspective about this person and the mask that they wear. They just want to keep that mask on. They really want to take it off, but they can't. Yeah. They want to move forward from the despair and go towards the joy energy, the prosperity, but it's like they're their own worst enemy. They're in their own way. The devil, the prayer, and the Capricorn energy here. What is this energy here when it comes to Leo? What they need to know when it comes to this message? Yeah, you've had to be very adaptable here, Leo, I feel, within this connection. So let that be a confirmation here, Capricorn energy. You had to be very structured. I feel like you have been very patient, very adaptable when it comes to this connection. We have the Queen of Swords here, Two of Wands, Six of Wands. I feel like you're very victorious. I feel like you have successfully made your stand, 6, 7, 8, 8 Wands, when you communicate, when you stand up for yourself and how you stand up for yourself against this person, whatever is going on here energetically in this Bardo shadow type community. It's very rich in how you communicate and how you operate, and it's like you understand that there's a fault line here, but it's like the Queen of Wands is skipping all over the fault line. And this person, whoever they're connected to, knows that there's some sort of feminine energy here that's on the outside that is very unstable here between this person and whoever this person is that Leo's thinking of. And it's very unstable. Like I said, it's a fault line within this love. And it's like, I don't know, it's like hard to explain. It's like I'm seeing this Queen of Wands and there's like fire all around the fault line, and the Queen of Wands is just dancing through. Okay. Um, and that's through the abundance, through the shadow, because of the adaptivity. You could have water placement highly aspected, whoever you are. Let's see. Bardo, Aquarius energy, Ten of Pentacles. What is this energy? We have the Emperor energy. So yeah, they know. So this is maybe just be the masculine representation within yourself. Maybe this is the shadow of the Emperor energy. Maybe you mastered your Empress. Maybe you're working on your masculine, or vice versa. Or this is you recognizing within the community the person that they want to talk to you about is your Emperor. Remember how I said originally, I was like, I feel like this is going to be a person within this community. It's the Emperor, your divine counterpart, the unity here, the strength card, the powerful unity here, the domain. Yeah, it's like you're just being very adaptable with this person. You've been very patient with this person, but they're like telling you it's time to change. It's time to just focus that energy back on yourself because the room was left empty because emotions being unstable here. Let's see the Page of Wands with the Judge here, the initiation of judgment in Pisces energy. We have the Ten of Cups. That's where the success is going to be for the emotional fulfillment here, is once Leo initiates this judgment here. Strength card, very powerful judgment, is going to be initiated, I feel, by this Leo. I need to put this somewhere else. We need to... Leo. I'm going to lay it over here. The next position we are going to get for each placement is the shadow aspect. Okay, the shadow. I think the two key factors that we just need to bring the shadow out in is the Aquarius and the Pisces, which is the 11th and 12th placement, which is the shadow and the light aspect. Okay, we're going to bring the shadows out. Let's see. With this Emperor energy in the Bardo, in the shadow, with Aquarius energy, the Ten of Pentacles, like Leo is seeing it, standing up for themselves. Let's see. Three of Swords. It's the heartbreak. It's what's in the shadow here. Page of Cups, King of Swords, an apology from the masculine because of the heartbreak. The light aspect, the Ten of Cups with the initiation of judgment here. The Eight of Pentacles. It's the focus and master of your own success here. That's what they're wanting you to work on. It's through shadow work. Six of Swords, that's what needs to change. The Chariot and the Ace of Swords, clearly it's time to move forward. That's what's being communicated to Leo. Six of Swords energy. It's a powerful change. It's a powerful change for whoever you are. And it may be something that you have been delaying for quite some bit, for a while, excuse me, because of the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse. It's like they're finally telling you, it's like, yeah, no longer assessing it. You have plenty of evidence to manifest something maybe brand new. You've been very adaptable with whoever is in question in here, the Emperor that may have their heart broken, or you have had your heart broken by. Like I said, this is what's being communicated here to the Leo in this reading. We're going to pull masculine energy. First placement, the change, the starborn energy. Where is the masculine when it comes to this self in Aries energy? High Priestess. Maybe he's finally starting to talk to his higher self. Let's see. Judgment. No. He knows the High Priestess called Judgment. And he knows maybe that energy's coming. Maybe his higher self called Judgment for this Ace of Cups. Because maybe he manifested in confusion. This King of Pentacles. Yeah, trickery in communication. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, interference. Look at all them swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this masculine, whoever they are, it's like they're trying to say they're sorry for some reason, or they're apologizing for some reason, maybe for ignoring you. Like I said, the judgment of the High Priestess here. Let's see, where is the feminine when it comes to the change in the Starborn energy? We have the Six of Pentacles, clarified with the King of Wands. You want to level with the masculine. That's all you're trying to do, maybe. That's what's being communicated from the Queen of Wands. But this is immature love. That's why it was ignored. And that's why you took the risk to break free. The second position is the Ace of Cups itself with the Magician. You know, you were trying to level with this love blessing through the mystic resources here. And it's like they're telling you to manifest it in. Yeah. But here the masculine is. It leaves the masculine not feeling at peace. Yeah, because of communication. Maybe you make this person very nervous. Let that maybe be a confirmation. This King of Pentacles energy, Taurus energy, Leo. Where is the divine feminine Leo here when it comes to this communication that this person full? The feminine's ready to go. The feminine's ready to talk. The moon energy, yeah, whenever you are, even if it's in the middle of the night. That's what they said. That's what the feminine said. Ready to take a risk behind the scenes to bring the new perspective, to initiate it. But the masculine stressed and worried about it. Nine of Swords. It's like he's stressing. Well, I'm going to put these cards like this, Leo. Give me a second here. I just think that make a lot more room. Let's do it like that. Yeah. Looks a lot better, don't it? All right. The third position here. The third position, masculine energy, magician, Five of Pentacles, the empty room. It was manifested. The room ended up being empty, no communication. Let's see. Oh, we have the Knight of Wands. So some form of immaturity here. Sagittarius energy being clarified with the Queen of Swords. So there was some sort of immaturity by Queen of Swords energy. Libra, highly aspected placements. Some sort of trickery here. Albert Einstein. What's on the bottom here? Ten of Wands. It's very heavy. So, like, remember how I said there's some sort of plan here? Let's see. Where's the divine feminine when it comes to this Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands? That's what the masculine's saying. The masculine's saying that the reason why that the room was empty, they're blaming it on the Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups is in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. So the feminine's like, whenever you're ready to initiate, you come forward. That's basically what's being communicated here. That's what's heavy for the masculine, and they're assessing it. But it's like they're trying to blame it on somebody else. But it's just like, no, like, you just let me know whenever you're ready to have maybe this sort of conversation here. Leo. Let's see, the fourth position, the well-being of the Emperor here, and Aletheia and the Cancer energy, the fourth home. Position, Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like this masculine does wish to be alone, and that's the truth. That's the clarity. But I mean, regardless of that, I feel like the Leo still wants to have the conversation. And maybe that's what it is. It's like, yeah, maybe they're saying sorry to the soulmate, sorry, soulmate. Yeah, for the heartbreak. That's what they want to come in and try to talk to you about. Clearly. And they want to do it alone. Maybe this person wants to come forward to you alone and they don't want somebody knowing within the home. That's just what's coming out here. They're telling you to look in the past. That's just what I'm hearing. Whatever the past is, they're coming together with the past alone. This King of Pentacles, it's heavy. Where is the feminine when it comes to the Ace of Swords and the Five of Pentacles? It's the Five of Swords. It's a challenge. So maybe you feel this energetically. That's the transition. Maybe that's why you're bringing it to an end. You're saying if that's where you really want to go, that's where you can stay. That's the energy, the fifth position, Leo energy, the stone with the heartbreak and the Empress energy. Masculine is the Chariot coming forward here. Emperor towards the divine. So, after maybe this heartbreak took place, maybe that's when they started going towards the divine. Where's the divine feminine here? Where they saw you get in the Chariot, the devil. Eight of Swords. This is heaven and hell. Feminine, you're coming out with the devil and the Eight of Swords. And there's the Queen of Wands with Seven of Wands being guarded. Deep analyzation of a Four of Swords energy. So feminine. In the fifth position of your creativity, it's keeping you confused. This is the obsession, the negative thinking. And the Hierophant with the Chariot, it's like this masculine's going towards the divine. So you need to work on your creativity. And it doesn't matter. Like this person's inability to come to the room, whether or not whose ever fault it is, it doesn't matter. And the fact is that the room was empty. And now the feminine's being divinely guided towards the Hierophant because that, all that weight, that Ten of Wands, that's being this delay here that I feel within the manifestation for this Leo. It's the negative thinking and the heartbreak that's keeping the stone wall there to the creativity that's not being able to flow there. That's just what's being communicated to this Leo. So that negative thinking has got to go. The sixth position, the Virgo, the delay with the tear, and the excuse me, King of Wands energy. King of Wands energy being clarified with the Three of Cups. So this is the masculine wanting to come together, but it's been delayed. There's the Empress with the Fool. They're wanting to take a risk towards the Empress, but it's been delayed. And that's the heavy weight with the tear. There's the King of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So indecisive. So indecisive is the delay, and that's what makes it sad. The seventh position is the relationships, the animal instinct with the Libra energy. This is the Fool, clarified with the Tower. So there may be a plan and preparation here for this masculine to say to trust the Tower, that they're going to try to bring some sort of tower and then come towards you in love. I don't know. The feminine energy here. I mean, that it's a boom shakalaka moment here within the relationships. The initiation of the Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment here. Hierophant is with the divine. Divine lovers union. There's the Empress. The eighth position, the action, the regret, releasing regret for the own power, transformation of your own power. Here is the masculine, the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. That's not getting a new perspective. That's not being able to come forward with an initiation. So that's what they're wanting you to drop. Because this person, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, you know it's because of another person maybe. That's why the emotional confusion is there. It's like you're dropping the regret of no action, of the room being empty because of the emotional confusion. Let that be a confirmation. The ninth position is the you've seen it, you've seen the perspective of the mask, you acknowledged it, and you expand the vision. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles showed up here. Here they are again, showing up the masculine energy with the Three of Swords, heartbroken, Queen of Pentacles. It's the mask. It's what's expanded here. Where is the Divine Feminine? Where is the Divine Feminine, Leo? Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. So the Leo was like, look, I can be my own soulmate alone and love my damn self. I can come together with myself alone, is basically what this is saying. You have love for this soulmate, but you are comfortable with being alone. And that's what you're communicating. It's not the fact that you are holding any animosity towards this person. It's that you're saying that you would rather be alone than deal with the heartbreak. And that's really what it's about, because you know who you are. And this masculine knows who you are. They were divinely guided towards this contract. You're the Hierophant to the High Priestess, and here's the Empress with 7 of Pentacles. It has been assessed quite a bit by this person, actually. Where's this masculine when it comes to the adaptability, I can't talk. The adaptability of this Capricorn Saturn energy. Leo. And it's the prayer. It's the Page of Swords to the Seven of Cups. So looking for that, trying to see clearly, planning of the emotional confusion here. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to work through that emotional confusion, trying to adapt to that Saturn karmic energy. And it's like you prayed for them to be able to see it clearly, but their emotions are clearly drained. It's nothing but an interference for you right now. Okay, Leo. Where is the Leo feminine right now when it comes to this? We have the Two of Wands. Maybe you're making some decision here. Yeah, it's a dead end. Maybe you feel you're adapting to a dead end that you have analyzed, and now you're pulling your emotions away because of immaturity. And there's the Three of Swords up there with this Emperor. So what does he want to say when it comes to the Bardo and the Shadow? The Sun, masculine energy. 6 of Cups. So this is a masculine getting a spiritual enlightenment in the past after being heartbroken. Where's the feminine? Where is the feminine, Leo? Or maybe this is them getting a new perspective after leaving Leo heartbroken in the past. But here is the Eight of Wands, which is the communication of the immaturity. You maybe had a conversation about this person's immaturity, and that you were initiating pulling your emotions away. What is the focus and mastery here? The initiation judgment here through Pisces energy. Focus and master through the shadow here. Yeah, it's like you was like, hell no. The masculine, whenever you initiated this judgment, the Ten of Cups is in the upright for you. The Ten of Cups is in the reverse for the masculine. 6 of Swords. This is why he's being divinely guided away now. Because of the Ten of Swords. Depleted. Feeling depleted. Defeated. Stabbed in the back. Lied to and betrayed. That is the masculine's overall energy. Let's get the feminine's position here with the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Cups in reverse. What is the energy when it comes to this for this feminine? Wands in reverse. Coming out, Ace of Wands, that's the new perspective. It's like, hey, buddy, there's no stability here, so I'm better off alone. No support. It's a dead end. So your intuition was right. That's the decision. That's what you had to adapt to. So maybe your intuition told you that this was a dead end. That's why you were skipping around the fault line. Leo knew that this was a dead end, but they were skipping around the fault line, being like, la di da di da. Like, I know what's going to happen, but it's okay, it's fine, like it's like you expect this to happen. So whatever this is, whatever, this energy is for this Leo, I hope you resonated, Leo. Please let me know if you did. Please give it a like, share, comment. I love you so much, Leo. Till next time. God bless. Bye bye.